Finally, we get our hands on some very promising looking Apple Airpod 3 Earbud clones. These are indeed the Moweek Pod 3 Earphones. In comparison to the original AirPod 3s that stand at £149 right now in the UK, these Moweek Pod 3s retail at only £41. That's 50 in US dollars. Now the design on the front of the box, it does obviously look quite similar to the original AirPod 3s, except for the fact that the image on this box is more centralised than the original. And that's the same with the image of the charge case to the rear of the box too. Nope, there's no Apple logos on this box, unlike some of the other clones that we've seen. But when we do open the box, we do get the same type of sleeve that you see in the original AirPod 3 box. But this one does hold a very simple and basic how to use guide. But right from the off guys, just look at this. Let's just take the case out of the packaging. I mean, look, it has the same textured and glossy design as the original AirPod 3s. It's almost, in fact, possibly identical, except for the fact that there's none of that printed text that we see on the rear of the originals. Now the weight of the box certainly seems the same. It has that LED indication light to the front, a very snappy open and close lid, which is magnetically sealed, with that circular pairing button situated to the back too. Now underneath we do get that lightning charge port, where you can go ahead and plug in that supplied, almost identical lightning charge cable. Again, some of the packaging does look similar to the original, although the charge cable is wrapped differently. You will in fact get rapid charging when it does come to this charge case. But do we get wireless charging? Let's see. Indeed, so it does. I mean, okay, again, you don't get any type of Apple logos within this package that you will see on some Apple Airpod clones, but it's all about the quality, so let's have a look at the earphones themselves. Now as we open up the charge case, we do get a very sturdy lid. It is also embedded too to keep them locked in place, and the earphones are pulled into the charge case magnetically. You know what, look at the earbuds. These are almost certainly spot on to the originals. The only discrepancy I would say is that the inner mesh panels are ever so slightly darker, but as we look around them, it looks like we do have those squeeze touch functions. We do have all the smart sensors to the top, which when your music is playing, the music will stop when the earphones are took out of your ears. But unfortunately guys, nope, it doesn't have that skin detection that the original AirPod 3s have. So for example, when they are indeed placed within your pocket or within your bag, if they do move about, there's a chance that they will accidentally pause your music. So no skin detection, but one thing that these earphones do have is that they have the H1 chips that the originals have. So on certain devices, when you do indeed pair these, you will simply have to just flick the lid open and the image of the Moweek pods should be displayed upon the screen for simple and easy syncing. Nevertheless, they are simply quite quick to connect to your device anyway. You can just flick the lid open, or in fact take them out of the case, and they will be displayed within your Bluetooth list. They do have the latest Bluetooth technology, and these earphones should be displayed on your device as CC Pro. Now when you place the earphones within your ears, as you may notice, they are exactly the same size as the originals. They feel very cool and quite comfortable. You simply wouldn't know that they are indeed clones. They are exactly the same size as the originals, but is the audio quality going to live up to the same standard as the AirPod 3s? Well, before we even get into that, let me just state to you all that these earphones are IPX6 waterproof, which is a slightly higher grade than the original AirPod 3s. That is surprising. The specifications do state that you will get 6 hours usage time on one single charge, with 30 hours boost with the charge case. Now we have indeed tested these earphones out over the past 3 days. Realistically, the usage time you will get 4 hours 40 minutes while using 100% volume consistently. Recharging the earbuds takes no time at all, around about 1 hour 35 minutes for full charge from flat. And with that Bluetooth 5.2 technology, you will get around a 10 meters transmission distance, that is, when in closed doors. If you are out in the open though, you will certainly get a lot further. Now, audio. In comparison to the originals, I've got to be quite honest guys, the audio is almost identical. I would say that these Moweek Pod 3s do have a slightly higher bass range, but the volume isn't super loud. Well, certainly not as loud as I would like them to be. Don't get me wrong, the audio levels are pretty much spot on. You do get good treble, the mids are fantastic, with pinpoint lows. I would say the audio is quite impactful, and for the extensive amount of time we used these earphones, they didn't fall out of our ears not even once, and neither did they make our ears feel hot or sweaty. Microphone quality though? Well, here's an example. Now this is a prime example of what the microphone quality is going to be like when using these earphones to make any type of voice calls or, for example, video recordings. Now the mic pickup is nice, crisp and clear. My voice is certainly loud enough with no latency issues whatsoever. As you can tell, my lips are in sync with this video capture just now. Yes. Lastly, when these earphones are positioned well within your ears, those squeeze to touch controls are not too bad. Okay, they're not super sensitive or anything like that, but one thing I would like to note is that you've got to be very patient when squeezing them to get the function that you desire. Nope, you've got no volume controls just like the original AirPod 3s, which is kind of sad really, but you do get play, pause, call answering functions, the previous and extract selections, as well as voice assist like Siri, etc. But simply, what can I say about these Moweek Pod 3s? Well, to be truly honest, for an identical set of earphones, if you don't look too much into the packaging and simply look at the charge case and the earphones themselves, you really wouldn't know the difference. Well, except for the fact that you won't see any of that small printed text that you would see on the originals for the rear of the case. But apart from that, for the price of £41, they do look identical to the originals. No one would honestly know the difference. I have seen stupid looking clones on eBay. When you do get them, they're massive when they're put in your ears and you look like a sore thumb. But these Moweek Pod 3s, I'm very surprised at how they perform. I can't really fault them. Again, I do think it would be great with slightly higher volume. However, that is the same with the original AirPod 3s. With our overall score for these Moweek Pod 3s sitting at a rating of 9 out of 10, that is however basing them within the clone replica budget earphone category. Now if you want to check these earphones out for yourself guys, I have left a link in the video description down below. I'm not affiliated in any type of way, you're free to check that link out should you wish, but if you have liked what you've seen within this video today, well, go get yours. While you're in that video description guys, it means so much if you please like and share this video today. Very much appreciated. But even more so we could do with the support, so please subscribe to this channel just now. Bearing in mind though to hit that bell notification option, so you guys stay updated on all our new uploads. It's been fantastic reviewing these earphones this week. These are almost our favourite earphones to use just now, and we will be back with some more fascinating tech reviews in the next few days, so stay tuned for them. As usual guys, I hope you all stay safe, and thank you ever so much for watching. Peace!